I get a lot of customers calling us and asking us why their Jetta won't start. So you're either going to have ignition on, turn to run, and you've got nothing at all. Most likely in those cases you've either got a completely flat battery or you've got a blown fuse. So you want to come down here to your battery, just make sure that your terminals are nice and solidly connected to the battery. Get some jumper leads on there. If you turn the motor, again, turn the key over and the motor still won't turn over, nothing at all, no noises, no attempted crank, you've most likely got a blown fuse or another electrical issue. If you've got a Honda motor, behind this box here on the back of this key, there is a fuse box behind there, a little white fuse box. You just undo the screw on the back of there, pull that off, and you can access the fuse box there. That's the most likely scenarios for when you go to turn the key and you've got nothing at all. Failing that, if you still don't get anything at the key, if you've got a good fuse and you've got jumper leads on your battery, there must be some other electrical issue and you'll need to get it to a mechanic. But if you're turning the key and the engine's turning over, but you're not getting any fire, that's one of two things. You've either got a low water shutoff switch error in your low water shutoff switch, could be faulty. So there's one way to check that. You would come to the wires that come out of the bottom of the tank where the low water shutoff switch is. Sometimes you have a Deutsch connector, which you can just undo and then short those pins out. If you don't have a connector and it's hardwired, well then you just have to cut the wires, trim them, and join the two together that go to the motor, not the ones that come out of the switch. That'll short circuit that low water shutoff switch, and if your engine does start then, you know that it's the low water shutoff switch that has the problem. If it still won't start when you've short circuited the low water shutoff switch, it's probably then a fuel issue. So you could make sure your fuel tap is on, make sure you've got good and clean fuel. There is a way to quickly test your spark, is by undoing your air cleaner and spraying a bit of Start Your Bastard into the air cleaner. If you get a little bit of fire, well then you know you've got your low water shutoff switch is working and it's most likely a fuel problem. Failing that again, you probably need to get it to a mechanic and get it checked properly.